electrify lineup. And for the Portland Fire, the year at the midway point of this season. We are underway. Connecticut wearing the orange uniforms and Portland wearing the whites here on the road. Swung over, working inside, missing her first shot, but grabbing her own miss is Olivia Nelson-Ododa.
You see early, Connecticut looking to get into the paint, playing through their posts. That's where they're going to look.
Nelson-Ododa, the 6'5", fifth-year veteran out of Connecticut. She knocks in a pair, so Connecticut on the board. Carlton, first three too strong, and the rebound brought down by Nelson. Ododa going over the top. Up.
That's exactly what the Fire need to do. They see that mismatch there.
Oh, what a dime by Emily Inksler. The back cut by Barker. That's as pretty as it gets.
We can't talk what it brings to this team, the offense and the defense especially.
That was just as good as it gets. That's a good pass for a point guard, but Inksler delivering it. Connecticut on the other end gets their first bucket of the game.
It's a great job by Charlize Ledger-Walker to sneak behind the defense.
Inksler, the three ball good. All right, Emily Inksler had her coffee. She's ready to go here for the early tip.
The dime in the tray.
Emily coming off a great game, 14 points, 11 boards, 4 assists, 3 steals. And again,
I was gonna say Emily Inksler's a fellow East Coaster at heart, so.
Oh, behind the back time! Oh, Emily Inksler, 2 gorgeous passes to get us started here on the road.
Whatever she had to eat, her coffee, we got to bring it over here for Elise.
I need some of that. And now she has the takeaway. Pushes it ahead to Carla Late. Good closeout by Charlize Ledger-Walker. Wouldn't let Carlton get the shot up. Emily goes right to the rack, and she will head to the foul line. What a flurry of high-level basketball by Emily Inksler. Game that she had in Atlanta. She at play here at Connecticut. Here's Griner over the top of Gustafson. Not much that you can do there. One of the all-time best putting it in. Carlton right back at ya, filling it up from deep.
Love the Fire's intent on pushing that. They're going to fire right back at you and better from 3.
And now the takeaway. Inksler with another steal, reading the passing lane and pushing. All the way, calls her own number. That one off the back rim. Inside out, Griner has not hit a 3 yet this season, but Diamond Miller has, and she cashes that one in. This Connecticut team is not a good three-point shooting team. 20's made more than 100 threes this season than Connecticut.
Which will be the goal for the Fire on defense, is to keep Connecticut out of the paint. Emily Inksler's a great anchor. She had that last steal in getting Brittany Bryant the ball.
That 3 too strong, rebound controlled by Barker, but a whistle away from the ball. And if I'm not mistaken, that might be the first technical foul this season on the Portland bench.
I believe so.
Is knotted up at a dozen apiece here in the first. Great flurry of scoring to get this started. Carlton already has hit a 3. She reverses in, now she gets it back from the corner. Cash it in, BC. 4 made 3s at Atlanta, already 2 here in the first 4 minutes.
The Fire want to make that extra pass, and that's great execution to find one of your best shooters in the corner.
Good help defense by Frida Booner. Forcing Connecticut to turn and go back. Now inside, nice dime. And cashing that one in, Aaliyah Edwards. Her Connecticut product in her 3rd year. Getting to the rim is Carla Late. And she did not draw the whistle that she was looking for. McCon high Arcing three, touches only nylon. That's a triple.
Exactly what Layla Lacan does. The Fire cannot let her get on a heater.
Over the last 4 games, she has been red hot from three, 7 for 15. So 5 assists on 5 goals for the Portland Fire. They are sharing the basketball. Well, you wonder about in the first 5 minutes of a game like this that starts so early. Both teams playing with tremendous energy. Oh, and nearly a takeaway. As Nelson Adota scores it and then tries to intercept the pass. Fire led by Carla Late. Barker powering her way into the lane. And she draws contact. She'll head to the line for a couple of free throws, but it brings us to our first time out of the game. A hot start for both teams, but Connecticut leads by 4. Proven performance. Sarah Williams with the 15 points as Sarah Ashley Barker able to knock in the first.
I think the same way, because you can tell Meg just does mic and drill, because her touch around the basket, she does not miss.
She is the Mike and drill.
Literally.
Let's call it the Megan drill.
The Megan drill. Okay, we're gonna do that from now on.
That was the Kaiser Permanente proven performance. Once again, Connecticut getting inside. That is Edwards with another bucket in the paint. Connecticut already double figures points in the paint. Barker working her way into the lane. Her shot won't drop. Williams there to collect the miss, and she will head to the foul line. Williams working the glass.
And that's where Sarah Williams is needed, her ability to get on the glass.
She was originally drafted by Connecticut, Sarah Williams, in the 3rd round. Sarah Williams with 3 completed 3-point plays against Atlanta. Taya Oblak on to pressure Charlie Sledger-Walker now, the 2 rookies. Stepping into the jump shot. Another bucket for Connecticut as Edwards has come out hot for 3 for an early 6 points. Oblak gets into the lane, it gets deflected, and it's going to be a shot clock violation. They have been applying pressure. Edwards again, working it all the way to the rim and one. Inside, Nadia Potch goes to the deck. Oblak open from 3. And that just means the next one will drop for Taya Oblak. She's shooting 50% this season from the 3-point line. She is as automatic as it gets.
Late and Taya Oblak. Carla Late is just a paint, gets to the paint, can shoot from outside as well, but Taya Oblak, just a lethal force.
Kennedy Burke, the leading 3-point shooter for the Sun. It won't drop, and then an offensive foul whistled against the Sun, pursuing the rebound. Through the defense, now works in the lane. Her left-handed hook off the mark. Oh, nice get-ahead pass by Charlie Sledger-Walker, and that led to the open bucket in transition by Nell Angloma, the 6'1" rookie out of France, just 20 years old.
That was a fantastic job from Ledger-Walker. I mean, that's exactly what Connecticut wants to do. They want to play the defense and try to push, get out as much as they can. Easy offense.
Portland Fire. Carlton takes off and gets all the way to the cup.
Easy money. It's a great take from Bridget Carlton for a goal.
And for Portland, broke a streak. They did not have a field goal the last 6 minutes and 12 seconds of the first quarter. Had some free throws, but they were outscored 20-8 in that time frame. So we'll see the adjustments. Quick double team to Greiner. She picks it out, and Gloma works her way inside. And Gloma, one of multitude of young French stars in the WNBA. Carla Late also one of them for the Portland Fire. Oh, I'm sure they
get
are.
Get mic'd up.
Griner trying to feed it inside. I asked Carla Late before the game, there's so many great young French players in the league, Carla. What is the secret sauce for the Connecticut Sun? And she's like, yeah, I didn't go to the Tony Parker Academy. And Carla said, oh, French is good.
Yeah, good. Run, U.S. a run for our money. Players over.
Oh, Carla Late.
Run, U.S. a run for our money. Players over.
Oh, Carla Late, the Frenchie there, getting all the way to the rim. Wanted an and one, but a high-level bucket for Carla. She said French is good after that make. Inside, great footwork, the up and under by Nelson Adota.
Off of her feet, you do have to credit that up and under from Nelson Adota.
72% shooting from the floor for Connecticut. And now Late loses control of it. The turnover will give it to the Sun. Great hard hedge from Inksler. But on the weak side, wide open is Nelson Adota, and of 23 from the floor. You couldn't do that in warm-ups. Here's Inksler. Her shot off target. And now the push-ahead pass. Griner running the floor. Maybe the easiest shot of the day, but that one won't drop. A rare miss so far for the Sun. Late takes off all the way to the cup. There's your and one, and Carla Late clapping her hands together.
Yeah, Carla Late took quite a few bumps times that they were missed.
She earns the three-point opportunity, and she cashes it in. So good balance for Portland. 8 different players have scored. She's got 8.
Great offense, need the better defense, need the stops.
Lacan skips it all the way over to the corner, and a whistle away from the ball, an offensive foul.
It's a great job. Meg Gustafson doing her work early and not letting up.
Rashid Mezion, the player. You know how it is. Brittany Griner, one of the best players in the history of the WNBA. What an up and under. Great hesitation by Meg to get the bucket. And now a whistle. Carla Late picking up the foul. I believe they had her for a hold. The Connecticut will have the ball and an 8-point lead, and they have been red hot to start this game. 70% shooting from the floor so far. Diamond Miller's three off the mark. Griner just too strong inside.
Too strong, too tall. And the post that time did a great job of stopping that cross screen action, so Griner and got it off the glass. Second chance opportunity.
Another bucket in the paint. 22 points in the paint for the Connecticut Sun. Carlton on runs and beats everybody down the floor for the transition bucket. And Coach Sarama and Portland want a timeout. The Connecticut Sun
rotation.
So most of the starters back on the floor. This is Booner off the bench, her three ball off the heel. And Oblak holding Lacan, and this could be on the line of a clear path foul, or a take foul rather. No. Griner inside, spins away from Williams for the easy bucket.
It's tough. Brittany Griner's who it is.
Williams is giving away 5 inches to the 6'9" Brittany Griner. Brittany coming off a 29-point game against Minnesota with 10 boards. Brittany Griner missed the last 2 because of a quad injury. But #1 shot blocker in the history of the WNBA, passing. A great shot blocker. Here we go. Taya Oblak the other way. Booner, 3 ball. Yes, she hit 3 of them in Atlanta. And a quick timeout from Coach Mezion. He does not want to see the Portland Fire catch fire. As Frida Booner shooting it with a stock is real.
The stock is real.
Halfway part of the season, halfway through the renewal of Portland basketball in the WNBA. Nice cut from Edwards. Finally a miss. She has been absolutely lighting it up. She's got 13 points now, 6 of 8 from the floor, but Portland got the miss they needed.
Portland also having to take better care of the basketball in this quarter. They turned it over a few times, which did give Connecticut that extended run.
Inside, Griner sends the Booner attempt back. And then Connecticut on the run. Good defense from Oblak to get back in a hurry.
Excellent transition defense to clean it up. It's going to be tough going in the paint when you have Brittany Griner at 6'9" protecting the rim.
Well, she's going to get kids on. Their largest lead was 14. Portland has been able to slow them down at a much better rate here in the second quarter. Inksler trying to feed Potch, deflected by Lacan and stolen.
Lacan does. You can't give those type of passes.
Oh, the block by Emily Inksler, and then a miss at point blank. Inksler, what a hustle to get down there and take away what looked to be a sure bucket. And then the turnover. The unforced turnover, one of the frustrating ones for Portland. But
off defensively.
Emily with 2 steals and a block. She is the only player in the WNBA in the top 10 in both steals and blocks. The words, Portland wants to push tempo. Barker gets it to Gustafson. Had a good look, but it won't drop.
Can really try and capitalize, go on a run offensively.
That's a good look from Meg Gustafson, who's hit 28 threes this season. That's second most among centers in the entire league. Long jumper again. This one is short. So Nelson Adota and the Sun have cooled down a bit. Lacan penetrating. Ooh, and then looked like a travel. Getting her own miss and putting it in. Edwards able to grab the carom and get the easy bucket. She's up to 15 points, but boy, it looked like she traveled. So.
Third quarter underway. Portland trying to break through this deficit. They've been doing so all game long. Largest lead of the game was 14 for Connecticut. Gustafson off to Late, who's been quiet with 5 points. Stolen away in the corner by Ledger Walker. Turnover on the opening possession of this second half for Portland.
Portland shoots 35% from 3 as a team, and Connecticut's done a good job arriving on the catch at the 3-point line, so the Fire haven't had many open in-rhythm opportunities.
Nelson Adota. Off to Lacan. Past Gustafson. Sees a lane. Jumper too strong. Leads to a 2-on-1 fast break. Bridget Carlton spots up and hits the 3. That is what Portland does best this year. And all of a sudden, a 5-point swing if you continue with the 3-point.
And it was a 2. She did have her toe on the line. That's why you got to put on smaller shoes, Britt. You know, get that toe behind the line just a little more.
Thank you for the
just
advice moving forward. Griner, though, with an answer and the right-hand finish.
When Brittany Griner gets deep post position and you get her, got to keep getting her touches, especially when she gets deep.
Late sees a lane and a burst of speed for the layup.
And this is a push. Connecticut's defense has to get back and stop the ball.
52-44. Griner double team. That one almost went down. She'll head to the free throw line.
Brittany Griner needs to get a touch every possession for Connecticut. The Fire really haven't had an answer for her physicality, for her height down low in the paint.
The Sun and Anthem and Carolina RX are working to support children in Connecticut. BG having missed the last 2 games because of a quad strain. Makes 1 of 2. Get their first win of the season against Portland. First 2 losses, a combined 11 points. Gustafson, Xler fakes on the 3, gives it off on the shovel pass to Gustafson.
Nice ball movement by the Fire. Their defense, they moved the ball with pace, it gave them the advantage.
29 combined assists in this game. Lead is down to 7. Nelson Adota posting up against Anxler. Draws contact. Angsler didn't like it. Looking over to the bench. Shoot, too.
It's also really difficult. I don't envy coaches at all right now in this era where these fouls are happening, and every single player and every single book that challenge. So there's a lot happen. But look, they don't have the challenge now to use for the rest of the game. They lose it.
And you can see Emily, or check that 9-point lead. As Late gives it off to Angsler. Carlton with 10 points on the day. Mismatch with Ledger Walker. Forces up the turnaround jumper. Rookie out of UCLA. Down to Griner. Less than 5 on the shot clock. Griner! And she will head to the free throw line for a pair.
Brittany Griner is so smart reading the defense and where it's coming from. She understood that Angsler was at
shooter on the season. Has dealt with numerous injuries, I should say. As Nelson Dota and Volkel on the bench. A veteran presence for the likes of Morrow and Reagan Beers. Nelson Dota certainly has valued from her expertise and leadership. Late controls at the point. Nice bounce pass to Angsler. Nearly stripped of the basketball. Angsler forces it up. No. Barker sees Griner, gives it up to Ledger Walker. Walker almost stolen from behind. Griner too strong off glass. And now an offensive foul that looks to go against Aaliyah Edwards. That will be her first. Now with 3 fouls. 57-46. Portland still trying to cut into this deficit. As Carlton with the drive. Lost the handle of it. Hits the deck hard on the defensive effort from Ledger Walker.
Not enough can be said about Charlie Sledger.
Getting potentially a little bit chippy.
It's a little conversational.
Over the last few minutes between these two teams. Edwards finding Griner in stride off glass and in.
Flip that and put that.
And now 25 made field goals for Connecticut today. Buhner, count it. She'll have a chance for the 4-point play.
Fantastic job by Portland handling a little bit of pressure put on them by Connecticut.
And a 4-point play, and Portland will not go away, down by 9. And now full court pressure.
That 3-point shooting ability.
LeCon lobs it down low to Griner. Wins the one-on-one.
And Griner's become a cheat code for Connecticut because nobody in a white jersey can guard her.
61-50. Late. They're going to call LeCon with the foul.
Layla LeCon has been a maestro out there for time. 2 ball handlers who can play that point guard position and create for each other.
Oblak lost it off of her foot. Diving forward is Griner. Still fighting for it. Still not a tie-up. And hustled by Brittany Griner. Ledger Walker, extra pass in the corner. Diamond Miller for 3. Edwards fights for the loose offensive rebounds. 4 players on Griner, left Edwards wide open. She's up to 17.
BG diving on the floor for loose balls to get that possession started for
Cheat code. 4 players for Portland were defending Brittany Griner in the low post. Oblak. Turnover.
Connecticut is as
The weakness this year for Portland.
well, the last 2 times Portland and Connecticut have met, Portland scored more than 27 points off turnovers. Connecticut doing a much better job taking care of the ball this afternoon.
LeCon. Dangerous pass to Angloma. Angloma back over on the French connection. Buhner there for the rebound. How does Portland continue to break into this deficit as a foul committed?
Portland needs to continue being aggressive, attacking the rim. They've had success coming at the foul line.
Go in this 3rd quarter. Oblak, that one just taken away by Diamond Miller, who lost the handle of it. Turnovers galore. Portland settles in the half court. That one tapped away, continues to stay in possession for Portland. A little physicality between Samuelson and Miller, and they're going to get the reach in on Miller. That'll be the 2nd against Miller. And only Carlton's in double figures for this Portland offense. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Late sees a lane, lost the handle of it. Last touch by Portland. Possession back to the Sun.
The physicality, you have to maintain your aggression, getting to the rim, get some paint touches to create some advantages for threes.
Mostly the second unit on the floor outside of Lacan and Nelson Adota. And Gloma sees the shot clock, down to 3, traveled with the basketball. So turnovers have been the story in this third quarter. That is now the 9th turnover committed by Connecticut. A little bit sloppy as Portland still looking for points in their last 3 minutes.
Well, the turnovers have started ever since Charlie Sledger-Walker left the game and Brittany Griner as well.
Three-pointer by Samuelson, knocks it down. A little bit fist pump on the emphatic shot.
Exactly what the Fire needed. Spread the floor, get your shooters off.
Nelson Adota down the lane, and right back to the free throw line will Olivia Nelson Adota be going. The Sun and Yale New Haven Health are teaming up to fight cancer. Connecticut's lead has been mainly in double digits throughout this game. Nelson Adota knocking down the free throws up to 14 points. Carlton is 3. That is where Portland, as you have mentioned, has done so dangerously, but only 6 made threes in this game today. Now a whistle on the other end of the floor. It's going to go against Carlton.
Connecticut's also done a good job of not allowing many second chance opportunities. Portland only has 2 boards, 2 second chance.
Lead up to 13. Again,
style of play allows them to stay in a lot of games because they push pace in transition and they shoot a lot of threes, which can get you a lot.
You need it. Carlton, the handoff to Late. And that will send Late to the free throw line. Both teams in the bonus situation. One of 7 players this season to average 15 points and 5 assists. I mean, there was talk that she was going to be an all-star.
One of the young players in this league that has so much promise, such a high basketball IQ, especially in reading ball screen situations.
Burke at the point. One-on-one pass. Carlton! Wow. Somehow that acrobatic shot went down for Connecticut. It's back up. Gustafson still looking for her first 3. She's been off the mark all. Sledger-Walker lost the handle of it.
Especially in the ball screen coverage, not over helping on sides, so being able to take out their shooters from this game as much as possible.
This has been a team that has struggled down the stretch when it comes to closing. What do you think they need to do to stay locked in defensively?
A lot of times where in the fourth quarter we slow down, but we've got to keep up the pressure and keep pushing it.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Yep, thank you.
Okay, back to action. We just saw 2 turnovers quarter after Engstler hit that last bucket to get the deficit down to 7. I mean, Megan, the biggest note, 6 and 4 is Connecticut this year when leading after 3 quarters.
And this is where, wow. This is where Portland has been able to thrive, the ability to get.
On the flip side, if you're the Fire, might be a position you like being in because of the fact by Olivia Nelson Adota. So play continues in this fourth quarter. Sledger-Walker one-on-one with Carlton. 5 on the shot clock. That one last touch by Samuelson with.
Look at Carlton sit on Griner right there.
Sledger-Walker, quick fire 3. Engstler. Late. Off of Lacan. They'll stay with Portland with 12 on the shot clock.
3-point shot and to not turn it over.
Late. To Gustafson, another block denied by Griner. That is number 2 for Brittany Griner. And did you see the reaction by Griner too? She's like, did she really try to do that on me? As Gustafson called for the foul. about how fortunate she is to be playing with Portland and how emotional she was about this group of players.
You got to credit Megan Gustafson for how she continuously works on her games, those turnovers.
Back down to Griner, triple team, and Gustafson comes.
And been able to get many second chance opportunities in this quarter.
Late, dribble drive, great bounce pass, finding Gustafson. And a timeout taken by Rashid Mezian, a 13-0 run. Portland within one. McCann, Griner, Nelson Adota, Ledger Walker, and Diamond Miller on the floor for the Sun. Ledger Walker down low, finding Griner, counted in the foul.
That was fantastic patience and ball movement by Connecticut. They're trying to read.
You can just tell Megan Gustafson and 18 points on 7 of 10 shooting. 75-71, Connecticut with the lead. Late bounce pass. Gustafson knocks down her first three.
She finally got her legs underneath.
In this game is Portland from beyond the arc. It's back to a one-point game. McCann looking for help, directing traffic. They try to work it down low to Griner. That one deflected into the hands of Samuelson. A chance for Portland to take the lead. Late. Has to give it up to Carlton. Carlton with 5 on the shot clock, lets it fly. No, right into the hands of Anxler, saves it out of bounds. But she touched the end line, and it'll be a turnover. Last 2 games have been decided by a combined 11 points between these two teams, both in the column for Portland. Griner, this time gives it up to Miller. Corner 3, knocks it down for Diamond Miller. Late, Anxler, quick fire 3. Today for Brittany Griner. McCann, crossover dribble, one-on-one with Late. Front ironed it. Loose ball. Nelson Adota comes up with it. Out to Ledger Walker for 3. Third chance for Connecticut on this possession. Back down low, Griner. No match is Megan Gustafson for Brittany Griner.
A nice job of staying aggressive.
Late. McCann. And a foul committed.
Brittany Griner has been the...
One more puts Portland in the bonus. Late to the corner, Anxler. Oh, wow, blew right past everybody off glass and in. A breakdown for Connecticut's defense, and that leads us to a timeout. 4-point difference, Connecticut and Portland. Can they hold on? Despite all the troubles they've had in the fourth quarter, they work it down low to Griner. Griner gives it off to Miller, 5 on the shot clock. Miller, step back, falls down. Diamond Miller, what a game she's been having, especially.
You're trying to throw out at a double team, but nice job by Miller attacking once she gets the ball.
Anxler gives it off. Gustafson looking for her second 3, and she knocks it down. Megan Gustafson up to 15 points.
And that 3 consistently has been huge because it's drawing bigger players out of the paint and giving Portland more room on the inside.
9-3 the game for Portland. McCann answers quickly. She's up to 12. Nice crossover dribble late.
Wow.
Ziza Lane. What a breakdown on the defensive side for Connecticut. And a foul that leads to a turnover for the Sun.
Right now, and if you can at least get a paint touch, try to find Gustafson right here on a pop opportunity from 3. She can't miss right now.
Connecticut with 5 turnovers in this fourth quarter. Barker off the feed from Late, back iron that 3. Griner into the hands of Carlton. Anxler goes up against the veteran, wins the battle off glass and in, and it's back.
So difficult to score over Brittany Griner, but Anxler using angles on the glass like a pro.
Lacan directing traffic. Off to Edwards, who's been quiet since the first quarter. Anxler for the tie. Forced that shot.
I mean, Emily Anxler.
Points, 15 of which came in the first quarter. Edwards with the ball and draws the contact from Emily Anxler. And if that is against Anxler, that'll be her 5th. Portland
really had an answer yet for the inside play for Connecticut.
Stays with Portland, though. They need a bucket. Barker spots up for 3. No, a dunk.
By Connecticut being there as soon as the ball got into the hands of the scorer.
Lacan going reversal. Wow! Points quickly. Carlton. Barker splits the double team out of the timeout. Back down to a 5-point lead for the Sun. 3 over the last 7 games. With a win today, Lacan. Underneath, no, too strong to Carlton. Carlton with no help in front of her. Turnaround jumper. No need to foul if you're Portland.
Let it play out. But you have to get a rebound if you're Portland.
Lacan, burst of speed, turnover in the paint. Portland can tie it on this. Anxler, down to 13 on the clock. Alex Arama calling for a timeout and finally gets it with 7.4. Down to 5. Gustafson looking for Late. Down to 3. Late got a dribble drive. Too much time off the clock. Carlton for 3 and the tie. No! And Connecticut survives at home. 90-87.